Welcome once again to ASM for Online Maths. In this video, we shall solve this problem before us. Do not forget that this video is proudly powered by your lesson app. So you want to make x the subject of the formula ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. You want x to stay alone. When we are able to make x the subject of the formula, we will get the quadratic formula, which many students call the almighty formula. Okay, now to do this, first of all, move the constant term, the term without x, to the right hand side. We shall have ax squared plus bx is equal to negative c, because when positive c moves to the right hand side, it turns to negative. Now we can divide both sides by a, so that the coefficient of x squared becomes 1. So we are dividing everything by a. Then you cross out the a here. We are left with x squared plus b over ax is equal to minus c over a. To factorize the left-hand side, we can decide to add half of the coefficient of x all squared to both sides. Now, coefficient of x here is b over a, that is b over a. Find half of it, then square it and add it to both sides. This will be b over 2a all squared. This is what we shall add to both sides, because anything you do to both sides of an equation, we still make it to be balanced. So we shall have x squared plus b over ax, then plus b over 2a all squared equal to minus c over a plus b over 2a all squared. Then, to factorize the left-hand side, just take the two terms that is having a power of 2. You take this x here, then take b over 2a, square it. If you open this bracket, you will get back every term here. Okay, that is just the smartest way of factorizing this. So you take the first term x squared and take the third term b over 2a, then square it. But as you are taking them, don't take their powers. Equal to minus c over a plus b squared is 2b squared, 2a squared is 4a squared, because 2 squared is 4. Then to the right hand side, you can factorize it. You can simplify it. 4a squared is the denominator. 4a squared divided by a is 4a, times minus c, you have minus 4ac, plus 4a squared divided 4a squared is 1. 1 times b squared is still b squared. Remember, everything is x plus b over 2a all squared. Then, do you know you are free to, I'm just repeating the left hand side. You are free to write b squared first before minus 4ac, then over 4a all squared, because addition is commutative. Then you can decide to take the square root of both sides, so that the square will go away. You take the square root of both sides. This will cancel out, leaving us with x plus b over 2a is equal to b squared, square root of b squared minus 4ac over square root of 4 is 2, and square root of a squared is just a. Okay, then you can decide to bring this to the right hand side. You have that x is equal to minus b over 2a. Remember, anytime you take square root, you have plus or minus the square root. Plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Now, their denominators are the same thing, which you can now take as common. You have your 2a, then minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. This is the subject of the formula that is required, and we call it the quadratic formula, which many students see as the almighty formula. Do not forget that this video is proudly powered by your lesson app. Go to YouTube and subscribe to ASM Online Maths.